Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Invest Power series today. I thought I want to talk about conflicting advice today. So what is conflicting advice? I'm getting a lot of inquiries from people in relation, in particular like Geelong. And because I've had property there, I've provided a lot of guidance to my clients and also contributed a lot on the property chat forum. So it's natural that people reach out and ask me for my opinion. But a lot of times what happens when I'm seeing that is that if you are asking everyone for their opinions, you'll get like hundreds and hundreds of different opinions. And what happens then is you'll get so confused that you don't know what to do. So what can you do in these circumstances to actually eliminate that conflicting advice or too much information overload? Let's have a chat about that today. Okay, so my number one tip about eliminating the conflicting advice is only get the tailored advice from your trusted team members. When I say trusted team members, I mean brokers, buyer's agents, property strategists, tax accountants, to an extent legal advisors as well. So, like these are the people that understand your specific scenarios and would be able to guide you and give you that tailored advice to say whether this investment is going to be suitable for you or not. So that's why my suggestion for you always is the first point of call is to make sure that you ask your property team members or the people that's helping you to build a portfolio, because don't forget, you're the CEO and you're essentially engaging these capable people who's got the experience to be able to guide you, steer the ship in the right way to get you to where you want to be. Which brings an important point, because you want to be able to have the team members which has got the associate experience. So for example, if you're building a property portfolio, you want to be able to have your team members to have that experience. You want them to be property investors as well, and also have property portfolio, because they've done what you've done or what you're trying to do at the moment. So they will be able to guide you a bit more on that. So there's obviously a lot more advantage when you engage a team member that's already got that skill set in comparison to someone who does not have that skill set. But my point of call, as always, would be make sure that you tap into these team members' knowledge and their experience and capitalize on that. So that's my number one tip for you. Okay, my tip number two, you want to be cautious about who you're getting the advice from. Is the advice that you're getting from your friend who was chatting over a barbecue? Or are you getting from your neighbor or your mum and dad or a friend who's never bought any property? Are you getting advice from these people or from your close relatives to say, am I actually right? Have you heard about this? Should I be investing in these areas? So I think a lot of times, you want to make sure that you talk to the people that have actually done it or have got experience in terms of what you're doing already. So in this case, you want to actually, let's say for example, you're trying to buy in Geelong as an example. Then you obviously want to tap into someone who's already bought in Geelong and get a good understanding of the market in terms of whether it's the right time to buy into Geelong and what are the type of areas that other people are looking at. So if you're able to find someone who is also currently looking at buying in Geelong, then you guys will have a lot to talk about and a lot to share. So, be careful about who you're taking advice from or who you're getting opinions from, because that is another very, very easy way of getting conflicting advice. A classic example, you go to a barbecue on a weekend, chat with Joe Blob, and ask Joe Bob, who said, do you think I should buy in Geelong? He might give you an answer and he might say yes or no, or he might tell you that you should buy in Sydney because Sydney is heating up at the moment. So the point that I'm trying to make is, if you ask 100 people the same question, you will get 100 different responses in terms of where you should invest. So that's why I said, make sure you understand who you're getting advice from. So if you're able to stick to these two simple tips that I just provided today, at least hopefully that will actually eliminate 80 to 90% of the noise that is going to overload you with the unnecessary information that you don't need. And Focus on getting the right advice from your team members that's surrounding you, that's helping you steering the ship, or the people who's also looking at investing around the same area, because you guys can share recent information. What are your findings? What do you like about the area, etc., etc. So, like a bit of brainstorm session. So that's my tips for you in terms of how you can eliminate the unnecessary noise or conflicting advice from different people. Now, I hope you find this video helpful. If you like today's video, don't forget to give us a like, thumbs up, subscribe to our channel, give us a comment. Let me know whether this is helpful, and what else would you like to know? What else I can share? What else I can actually help with you in terms of my experience? Just comment below, let me know, or email to david@lempower.com.au. And on that note, I'll see you guys again in next week's Invest Power episode.